Have you noticed that? Over time, the amount of your semen has decreased. Maybe you've never really thought about it, but this is a topic that goes far beyond aesthetics. It's a matter of health, fertility, and even pleasure. And what if I told you that there are natural, proven, and accessible ways to increase, yes, increase, by up to 10 times the amount of seminal fluid your body produces? Today, we're going to explore exactly that. And I'm not talking about magic tricks or baseless promises. I'm talking about real changes, simple and powerful habits that can transform your intimate health in a radical way. But first, let me ask you a few questions. Do you drink enough water every day? Do you regularly eat seeds, nuts, raw vegetables? Do you sleep well? Do you exercise regularly? It might sound strange, but all of these questions are directly related to your semen production. And if you answered no to most of them, you might be sabotaging your own body without even realizing it. To understand how to improve this, we first need to understand what seminal fluid actually is. Unlike what many people think, semen is not made up only of sperm. In fact, sperm represent just a small fraction, about 5% of the total. The rest is a highly complex combination of fluids produced by the prostate, seminal vesicles, and bulbourethral glands. This fluid serves to nourish, protect, and transport the sperm. And when the volume is low, all these functions are compromised. In addition, the volume of semen directly affects the perception of pleasure. That's right, during ejaculation, a greater volume provides more intense and prolonged sensations. So, if you're looking to improve your sex life, your fertility, or simply want to feel more potent, this is an excellent place to start. Now let's talk about why some men produce less semen than others. Here we find a combination of factors. The modern lifestyle is, to say the least, aggressive toward male health. Processed foods, constant stress, a sedentary routine, drug use, smoking, excessive alcohol. All of this negatively affects hormone production and, consequently, seminal output. And there's more. Spending a lot of time with your laptop on your lap, wearing tight clothes all the time, being exposed to very hot environments. All of that raises the temperature in the testicles, which severely interferes with sperm and semen production. Another important point is medication. Some antidepressants, anabolic steroids, and even certain blood pressure drugs can have side effects that drastically reduce seminal output. But now comes the most important part of this video: what you can do to change that. The good news is that most of the factors that affect semen production are reversible. And the changes you need to make are simple, accessible, and powerful. The first one is hydration. It sounds basic, but semen is mostly made of water. If you don't drink enough water during the day, your body simply doesn't have the raw material it needs to produce a healthy volume. Start today by drinking between 2.5 to 3 liters of water daily. Your body will feel the difference. The second tip is to take care of your diet. Nutrients like zinc, selenium, vitamin C, vitamin E, and omega-3 are essential for producing quality semen. Nuts, pumpkin seeds, oysters, fish like salmon and sardines, eggs, dark leafy greens, all of that should be part of your regular diet. And if your diet is too poor, you might want to consider supplementation, always with professional guidance. Another essential point is physical activity. When you exercise regularly, your testosterone levels naturally increase. And testosterone is the key hormone when it comes to sexual health and semen production. Workouts like weight training, running, and HIIT are excellent. But the most important thing is to get out of a sedentary lifestyle. Avoiding excessive alcohol and smoking is also crucial. Alcohol can reduce testosterone production and directly affect the glands that produce seminal fluid. Smoking is toxic to sperm and harms blood flow, which also affects semen production. If you want to see results, you need to reduce or cut these habits. Another factor often ignored is sleep. Sleeping too little or poorly directly affects your hormone production, and if your hormones are off balance, nothing will work. Establish a sleep routine. Avoid screens before bed, and aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. And finally, we have supplements. Some natural compounds like L-arginine, maca root, and ashwagandha have been widely studied and show promising results in increasing seminal volume and sperm quality. These compounds work by improving blood circulation, regulating hormones, and reducing oxidative stress in reproductive cells. But you might be wondering, how long before results appear? On average, You can start noticing changes between 2 to 4 weeks after implementing these habits. Of course, results vary from person to person, but the most important thing is consistency. Nothing happens overnight, but with discipline and focus, progress is guaranteed. And now, it's your turn to reflect. Will you keep ignoring these signs? Will you keep treating your intimate health as something unimportant? Or will you start today to take care of your body consciously? If this content made sense to you, leave a like below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every week we release a new video with practical tips, recent studies, and real guidance about male health, performance, and quality of life, and more. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. It might be the push they need to transform their life. See you in the next video, and remember, self-care is a habit of those who want to win.